Today it's A-level results day, and as I was driving into the clinic this morning, I started to think about what this day means for our care experienced young people. For me, this year A-level results day is a little bit more significant because Holly, my daughter, was receiving her A-level results, and I got to thinking how different her experience might be from some of our care experienced young people. So those young people who are fostered, they might be adopted, living with special guardians or in residential care. So for us, Holly didn't want to go into school. She was quite nervous about getting her exam results, and there are options now to have them emailed to you. So she had them emailed to her, and we arranged this morning to get up as a family and for her to open them. So when she opened her results, she was supported by me. She had her dad there and her sister there, and we did that together. And for us, it was a family experience. And I enjoyed that this morning, but I didn't think too much about what it meant for other children until I started driving in and had some time to reflect on that. But what does it mean for our care experienced young people? I think first off, one of the things we know is there's far fewer care experienced young people who are going to be receiving A-level results than in the general population. We know that fewer of our care experienced young people go on to do A-levels and further education. But for those of them who have done that, who have gone on and done A-levels, what circumstances are they in? Have they got people around them, like Holly did, to support them when receiving those results? Some of our care experienced young people might have moved to new placements recently. They might not be with people that they know and have got really good trusting relationships with yet. Some of our care experienced young people by this age might actually be living independently, so they might not have anybody. They might either go into school, college, open their results, come back and might not have anybody there, or they might be opening them via email on their own. And that's hugely significant, not having those people around you to celebrate with you or to be able to say, it's okay. If you didn't get what you were expecting, do you know what? We'll get through this together. And that's huge for any of us. That in itself can be a form of childhood trauma to go through something like that, just not having those people there. The other thing it got me thinking about is even for those young people who do have people there, so young people who have the support of family members, who have the support of people who are caring for them, and those who don't, what thoughts does a day like A-level results day bring up for them? It could be thoughts around, how would a family member I don't see anymore feel about me getting these results? Would they like to know I had these results? Would they be proud of me? Would they think that I could do this, or would they be surprised that I've been able to do A-levels? Would they think, you can't do that anyway, why did you even try? All of these thoughts will be going around in our young people's minds. It can bring up questions like, why don't I see this person anymore? Why aren't I able to tell them about what I've achieved? Why don't I have that person there to say, do you know what, I found this really difficult? So there's lots that might be going on for our young people, and these are life story conversations. And it's why myself and my colleague Kim, who are really passionate about life story, talk about life story so much, because these big events in a young person's life that happen every year for many of our young people, they'll bring up additional questions, they'll bring up life story conversations, they'll bring up things that we might not see on the surface, but they're going on underneath. So it definitely got me thinking today about what kind of thoughts will our care experienced children be having, whether they're fostered, adopted, living with guardians, in residential care, whoever they're with, if they're living independently, what's going on for them? If you know a care experienced child, thinking about, can we reach out to them? Can we just send them a message or a text and say, how did you do? I'm thinking about you. Because this is a huge day, and for some of our children who don't have people around, or for our children who are not with the family they were born to and might have lots of thoughts going around in their minds on a day like this, reaching out might be really important. So today, think about our care experienced young people, and is there anything we can do to make this day more special or more manageable for them?